humans.
Erica in Wellingborough is giving us a ring. Hi, Erica.
Hello there.
What do you think?
I think it's totally unnecessary. It's scientifically flawed. Where actually the results from using animals to extract information for humans to use is scientifically flawed. It's not only cruel, but it's unscientific, and it belongs in the history books. You know, we've been using vivisection, we've been using animals for hundreds of years. We have the technology now to move on from that, and how this is still continuing in the 21st century is beyond me and is beyond most of the British public.
I'm not sure we do have the technology yet, though, do we?
Well, I'm not a scientist, but there are now leading international scientists who are laying down the gauntlet to the Home Office scientists who claim that animal testing is necessary, saying we want a public scientific debate that is properly moderated. We want to prove to you that it doesn't work. We want, everybody keeps telling us it's working. Where is their evidence? Why can't we have this scientific debate to prove it? Let the general public see. We're all told and we all believe, because historically it's gone on for many years. But we now, well, not me, but these international leading scientists now want to get out there and prove to people that it doesn't work, and that, if we stop using animals to test on, then it wouldn't be the fourth side effects from prescription drugs wouldn't be the fourth biggest killer under heart disease, cancer and stroke, which it now is. Side effects from prescription drugs tested on animals, used on humans, is now the fourth biggest killer.
I've been reading an awful lot of statistics today, Erica, so as you can imagine, my head is going round in a bit of a spin about all kinds of things. Most of the experiments that are carried out, I think something like 3/4 of the experiments carried out are on mice, and most of those mice have been genetically modified, particularly bred for the experiments. Is that a problem?
It is a problem. We don't, any animal is not giving us the cure for human beings, so we shouldn't be using any animals. And as far as I'm concerned anyway, as I said, I'm not a scientist. On the cruelty side of things, it's wrong to use a sentient being that hasn't got a choice, hasn't got a chance. It's wrong to use these animals. And literally, over 3.8 million animals were used last year in the UK. 12 dogs will die today in the UK lab. These dogs are strapped in stereotactic devices, and toxins are pumped into their bodies. They're given no veterinary intervention, and their symptoms are just monitored and recorded. They're watched while they've got bloody tears, spitting. Just the most horrendous things are happening to them, and it's all done behind closed doors. So on the cruelty side of things, it's totally wrong. But also, we all want to find cures. We all want our families to not get these terrible diseases, cancer and heart disease and all the rest of them. And we're not going to find it while we continue to use animals.
Yeah, we wouldn't have Herceptin, which is approved to be the most effective drug in the treatment of breast cancer, if it hadn't have been for mice. It's a mouse protein.
Who knows that we wouldn't have found that more quickly by not using mice.
But we didn't, though.
Sorry?
We didn't find it more quickly.
No, we used mice because... so we used mice, but what I'm saying is we're actually deferring finding cures by using animals, because it often sends us down the wrong track. How can we predict side effects on humans from animals that are just completely different to us? A rat can't vomit; it excretes substances from its body 13 times faster than a human being, and yet we're using the results from them to bring out drugs for humans to use. I think I know I'm throwing figures at you here, and I'm not entirely sure on whether I am correct on this, but it's something like 56% of drugs tested on animals cause serious side effects. We all, I'm sure, remember TGN 1412, which was a drug that was tested on monkeys and found to be, something that would help humans. And then when they gave it to 6 volunteers, it caused major side effects. Their immune systems are shot to pieces. They probably won't live till, much after 30. They had major side effects. And every day in the paper there are side effects from prescription drugs tested on animals. It's wrong, it's cruel, but it's unscientific as well.
The problem with statistics, though, Erica, is that you can prove anything either way, really, can't you?
Well, exactly, and that's why the vivisectors like to use lots of animals, because they can use a rat for something and it doesn't work, so then they pick another animal, so they can use, play around with all the animals until they find one that they can get the results of that they want. So, yes, sorry, your point was you could play around with figures and make it work either way. You can, but what I'm saying is give these scientists who aren't playing around with figures, they've got the proof, give these scientists a chance. We're calling for an early day motion in Parliament, which is EDM 263, which is calling for a debate, properly moderated, public scientific debates between the scientists that, are calling for animal research to continue, and for those that oppose animal research. It's never been done before.
I'm surprised it's not been done, though, Erica, because we debate so many things.
Oh, no, believe me, I am surprised as well. And this is crazy that in the 21st century, everybody, whether they care about animals or not, should want this debate. Every MP in Parliament, every single one of them, no matter which side they're on, should say, yes, we need this debate, because we need to know that we're doing the right thing. People, until we have that debate, we don't know. We're just reliant on the same old propaganda coming out from, anywhere and everywhere.
Yes.
And everybody believes, either one side or the other. So
well, that's it. I mean, to turn it on its head, you would say, because you're an animal rights person, you're clearly very passionate about that. You would say that the statistics, the research, the evidence that comes out from the labs is one thing, and then they could turn around and say to you, yes, but you throw all the other statistics, and I wonder whether we need this debate just to, bang your heads together almost.
Well, I think we do need this debate, and I don't think we'll ever move forward on this until the debate is had. I mean, I think there's about 28 MPs that have signed this early day motion, so we've got a long way to go yet. But, the more people that are aware of it, and as I say, it doesn't matter whose side you're on or whether you care about animals or not, for your own health, for our own well-being, we need to know that, what we're being given is our best possible chance for finding cures. And we don't know that at the moment. I mean, I run a campaign, I think Harlan Beagles, Jonathan mentioned it earlier. Yes. I run the campaign with 3 other ladies called Save the Harlan Beagles, and, we're not idiots, we're not animal rights extremists, which is how the vivisectors like to portray us, because then it makes us look bad in the public eye and they can dismiss us really easily. We're professional women who, are reasonably asking for something that should be happening. We shouldn't have to be asking for it. It should just be automatically being done.
Have you got an image problem then, Erica? Because when you mention the extremists, when you mention the terrorists, when you think about people who are going in and out of their daily lives doing their job being attacked by these people, that's what we think sometimes about animal rights activists.
Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, years ago, the image of animal rights extremists, and I'm putting that in inverted commas as I talk to you, was exactly that. We hadn't got jobs, we were a load of balaclava idiots running around, sort of doing whatever. And we're not that, and that's why our campaign is really successful, and we're doing really, really well, and we're getting the public on board. We've got Caroline Lucas supporting us, because the vivisectors and the media, to be fair, they like to get newsworthy stuff, have portrayed us as these sort of extremists, and we're not. We're decent, educated. We've got doctors. We've got scientists. We're supported by many highly reputable organisations.
Yes, it's interesting you say that about the image of you as well, with not being balaclava, because when I knew I was doing this, I looked at statistics. I also looked on YouTube at some Harlan Beagles videos that are on there to see people dressed in black with balaclavas breaking into a breeding centre. So.
Right, I don't think you'll find that on Save the Harlan Beagles website or on YouTube about Save the Harlan Beagles. If you look on any of the videos on Save the Harlan Beagles, they are all town centre demos, town centre events.
Yes.
They're all silent. We know we're not going to win public support by going around screaming. We know that we need to raise awareness, because very few people realise that 12 beagles will die today in the UK lab. Very few people realise that beagles are being used still. The number of people that come up to me when I'm doing an information stall or school talk or whatever and just say, I can't believe this is still going on. So we know that it's all about raising awareness and gaining support, and that's the way we've gone forward. If you look at our website, there is absolutely no mention of anything. You know, we are peaceful, we work within the law, we realise that, you know, doing anything other than the way we're doing it is not going to win this battle. So, as I say, I don't think you'll find anything at all on the Save the Harlan Beagles website that, you know, gives you any reason to say anything, you know, other than we are obviously decent, educated, professional people.
Erica, you've put your point very passionately, and I appreciate you ringing. Nice to talk to you.
Thanks for letting me say that. I hope some people have listened and will get their MPs to sign EDM 263.
Erica, thank you very much. Erica in Wellingborough. East Riding of Yorkshire councillors have turned down B&K Universal's proposal for a beagle breeding unit in East Yorkshire. They said it would harm the quality of life for people.